Late night, Iain Lee on Talkradio.
We have ways of making you talk.
The world is just a great big onion.
Well, that worked, didn't it? No. So we can tell the technical bods that they're the technicians don't believe that there's something wrong with the lead that plugs into my computer. They go, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm going, no, there's crackle. No, there's nothing wrong with it. No, there's crackle. There's crackle. There shouldn't be crackle. No, there's nothing wrong with it. No, you just got it too loud. You just got it too loud. No, there's crackle. Come and fix the bloody lead, you lazy gits. Good evening, dear listener. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. One of the things that we keep returning to on this show is the idea... Well, now listen, you think that the world is kind of round, spherical, don't you? Well, yeah, most people do. But there is a growing number of people who believe the Earth is flat. There's also a growing number of people who believe the Earth is round, but hollow and full of Nazis. We'll come on to that at a later date. I'm investigating that as it is. But there are a growing number of flat earthers who think the Earth is flat. And we've had a couple phone in the past, and we've had a couple promise that they would phone in the past, and then they bottled it. And I was kind of traipsing through Facebook the other day, as you do, just looking for potential things that we could talk about on the show and potential guests, and just, seeing if anything could... just seeing if anything would trigger me. And, I found the Flat Earth group, and I posted on it and asked if anyone wanted to come on the show. And Sharon Burke got in touch and said, yeah, she'd like to come on the show. She's on the show. Evening, Sharon.
Evening. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing? You all right?
Not too bad, thank you.
So, tell me why you think the Earth is flat.
Well, where do you start, really? I think there's quite a lot of facts, really, to say that the Earth is definitely flat.
Give me a fact that tells me, that shows that the Earth is flat.
There's no curvature in the Earth. Well, I suppose to start with, if you go to certain parts of the world, if you was, say, for example, you went to Toronto,
yes,
from Nigeria,
yes,
from off the lake, 1 miles away, you can still see Chicago.
Have you been there and done that?
No, not personally.
So you don't know it's...
Yes, I have actually been to Chicago, but...
Right, but you haven't done that?
Not personally, no.
So how do you know it's a fact?
Well, I'll put you on to my friend. He'll tell you a few things as well, and then
I thought I was talking to you.
Both of us, actually.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello, who are you? Hang on, who are you?
Hello, I'm Tom.
Tom?
Friend Sharon's, yeah.
Tom, okay. Tom, give me a fact.
She's a bit nervous, she does believe in this. We both do.
Yeah. Give me a fact that proves the Earth is flat.
Well, it's a combination of facts, really.
Give me one to start with.
Okay. Don't feel like it's flat. There's no curvature. You can go up in a balloon, and the horizon stays at eye level.
Have you been up in a balloon?
I've been on a zero.
No, hang on. Let me talk to one person at a time.
No, I haven't.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you know that's true?
Well, do you know what? I've been believing NASA. I believe them that they went to. People believe that NASA went to space went to the moon in '69, and that's all rubbish now. So.
Right.
No,
I'm still waiting for a fact that proves the Earth is flat. I've kind of thought.
Give me a fact that it's round.
No. You did know I'd be questioning you, didn't you, about the Earth being flat? You kind of expected that, didn't you, when I invited you on the show?
I thought you'd be asking why I believe it's flat.
No, I'm asking for facts.
Okay. give him one fact.
Not someone rocket from store. I can't really.
Basically, water needs to be on a flat level, and water is flat. You can do experiments yourself. Basically, you know. You start.
Why do you think water is flat?
On a ball, you know, dip of water in the ball.
Yeah.
It's going to drip off, isn't it?
Well, but balls don't have gravity, do they?
Yeah, but that's a magical thing that's been made up. Because who's ever seen gravity?
No, because it's invisible. No one's ever seen microwaves, but they're there.
Well, you know, it could all be explained by flat Earth.
Right, but okay.
If you dip a tennis ball into some water,
the Earth is flat. If the Earth is flat, how come the water doesn't go off the edge of it?
Because the edge. There's a giant ice wall, I believe.
There's a giant ice wall.
Yeah, we're in kind of a pocket. Or there's loads of different views on it, but Antarctica is the actual
edge of the world.
It's going around us, the edge of the world, and yeah, and that giant ice wall. Plus, you never get there anyway. You never get that far because you'd be too cold.
Well, you can get coats and scarves. People have been to Antarctica.
Not all the way. There's military that actually prevent people from going to certain parts of Antarctica.
The military prevent people from going to certain parts of Antarctica. So,
and they make out that it's that cold that it wouldn't inhabit life, basically. And also, given the South Pole, as they say, the South Pole, and the North Pole, basically, if the world was a curvature, then you'd have exactly the same sort of animals that are at the North Pole as you would down the South. But there is... They're different. They're completely different.
Why would you have different? Why would you have the same animals?
They say that the climate is exactly the same.
Yeah, but it's literally the other side of the world. So why would the animals be there?
Yes, right. You just said side. But that means you don't believe that the world's flat either, do you?
I don't believe the world is flat. No.
No.
No. I believe the world is round.
It's round as in a circle round.
No.
Yeah, like a disc.
Oh, so it's a round disc like a record.
I mean, you look at the UN flag, that's kind of what the Earth does look like. I mean, they know it, they ain't daft. And,
I'm going to look at the UN flag. Hang on. UN flag, because it doesn't spring to mind. Let's see what pops up. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, theirs looks like a griddle, like a round griddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Earth is a round griddle.
It's round, it's flat, it makes sense, you know.
Well, it doesn't.
Whatever way you look at it, even if God made it, then it's like going to a football stadium. And
so you think the world is circular, you're circular like a record, an old-fashioned record, but it's smooth.
I don't know whether it's smooth. It's not smooth, is it? It's not. I mean, flat is a crap term because it's.
When you're talking about the Earth, yes.
It means a surface. It's kind of a flat surface. I think.
I'm going to ask.
The more I looked into it, I'm convinced.
Yeah, obviously you have looked into it. So what's on the edge of the Earth?
On the edge of the Earth, we don't know. But then again, we don't know what's on the edge of space, do we?
What does that mean?
We don't know. They won't let you because there's a big conspiracy to hide it, just like there was to get to the moon. Just like there is.
Who's conspiring to hide it?
Probably NASA, yeah.
NASA.
Mason, a lot of Freemasons.
Why do NASA want us to believe the Earth is round?
Why do they want us to? Okay, well, profit. You know, they can't go to space. They can't get past the Van Allen belt for.
Well, but they have been to space, haven't they? Because I know you're referring to a clip on a 5-minute video called something like 5 minutes why the Earth is flat. And those two quotes that they've got from NASA people saying they can't get out of the 22,000 whatever it is miles, they can't get out of the Earth. That's taken completely out of context. Those two quotes are taken completely out of context.
See, they do that. They change it.
The video that argues what you're arguing. They've taken quotes from NASA out of context. Because I watched that video, and then I watched another video that showed the full context of those quotes. And the quote from NASA saying, well, we can't go more than 22,000 miles out of the Earth's atmosphere, that was taken out of context. So there was more to it either side.
Well, they definitely faked the moon landings. There's enough videos on that.
I'm going to ask a question that I started
They'll lie
with.
to you once, they'll lie to you again.
Yeah. No, look, well, once a liar, always a liar. You fool me once, fool pity. Hang on, what is it? Fool me once, more fool you. Fool me twice, I'm going to start getting angry. Fool me three times, I'm an idiot.
Exactly. You could make people sceptics, but...
Yeah. No. I'm going to ask a question again, and it's not a trick question, right? And this is open to Tom and to Sharon, OK?
Yeah.
Give me one fact that proves the Earth is flat.
Well, basically, I'm going from the Bible now, in all honesty. I'm not a Bible basher. I'm not going to whack it over your head or anything like that. But, basically, I'm going by... There's over 60 scriptures within the Bible that are quoting that the Earth basically is aimed at it being flat. I mean...
Give me one. Give me one.
OK, I'll give you one. Isaiah 40:22.
Yeah. What does it say?
Isaiah 40:22. God sits on the roof of the earth. We're like grasshoppers. The skies are stretched out like a curtain, spread out like a tent.
You're using that...
But that's just
to prove
one,
the Earth is flat.
That's one. And we live within basically the Earth is flat, but we've got a dome that's over the top of the surface of the Earth.
Sweet. Goodness gracious me, that came from nowhere. Who's put... The dome is from God?
Yes. Ian, it's him.
Ian.
I'm
Ian, Tom.
Did you believe that this Big Bang crap all as well?
I do tend to believe science. I do tend to believe science and fact, over the Bible.
Science isn't fact, though, is it?
Science is real. Science is real.
Science fiction, exactly. We're just sort of aimed and towards believing everything that we're told scientifically when people...
But the thing about science is, it can be... You can test it and prove it, can't you?
Well, not always, no. I think that sometimes we're blinded by what scientists have actually telling us.
But I would
just take it as read.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I would rather believe science than that beautiful passage you read from the Bible.
Okay, well, try trusting your own gut, believe in your own gut.
I do. I'm trusting...
The world's moving, see how you think about it. Imagine you haven't been told that the world's a globe, like, since you were a little kid.
Yeah, in the old days, when people were idiots,
We're actually not spinning around and we're not orbiting anywhere. It's the moon and the sun that's orbiting us, basically, as well. That's what I believe.
And again, I'm sorry to keep pressing for facts, and I know it's really inconvenient, but
how can we prove it? I mean, can you fund us to
can we go to
rocket or something?
Fund you?
You've got to question it. Whether you got
yeah. But I can prove to you now using science and facts that the Earth is round.
They went to the moon.
No, that's not what we're talking about. I can prove to you...
It's round.
Yeah, but you're going by exactly...
I'm going by facts. I'm going by facts.
Can you prove it's round?
Yes.
Go on then.
Right.
How?
When you sit on the beach...
Yeah?
And you look out to sea...
I know what you're going to say now, I think. The ship going over the horizon.
Yeah. You don't see a tiny...
Perspective, yes, exactly.
Yeah, well... You get a modern day...
Can I finish it? Guys, can I finish it? Just because the listener at home may not be as quick as you two are.
Sorry.
Right? No, it's fine. Just that we've got listeners at home and they may not be as genned up on all this stuff as you obviously are. And I've done this, because I sit on the beach on Greece and I look out to sea, and when I see a ship coming, and sometimes I have binoculars if I'm staying at my family, when I see a ship coming, I don't see all of a tiny ship getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? I see the top of the ship's funnel. Then I see, as it's coming towards me, I see a little bit more of the ship's funnel. Then I might see the second funnel that's next to it. And then as the ship is coming closer towards me, more of it is revealed. It's not a tiny ship getting bigger. It's the top of a ship, and the rest of it is being revealed as it comes closer to you.
That would have happened if it was a great long plane. Exactly the same would happen if it was a long plane.
What do you mean a plane? What do you mean? No, it wouldn't.
If it was just a ever-going plane, yeah?
Yes, flat.
A ship coming in the horizon, in the distance, you'd see exactly the same.
No, you wouldn't. You'd
Would.
see all of the ship, but tiny, and then you'd see all of the ship getting bigger and bigger.
No, you don't.
Yeah, well, you would, because if it was flat, you'd just see the ship in the distance, right? All of it. If it was curved, you'd see it coming over the curve. You'd see the top.
No, it doesn't work like that, because it's that far.
Does it not?
You sort of look at how they do the corridors of perspection, and they kind of, and they get smaller and that. No, you're wrong there, Ian.
Okay, well, that's one fact that you're not buying.
Well, I don't think you proved it, but yeah.
Well, but I've given you. Here's the thing.
When obviously, good try. Basically, if you are on the beach and you're looking over the sea, watching a ship go over the horizon, basically it doesn't. If you got yourself a pair of binoculars, you could see that ship and it's still flat. No. I mean, if it was going curving, you know, it would disappear, but...
It does disappear. I've seen it.
You can get it back. You can get it back.
But you can get it back with a zoom, basically.
You can get it back with a zoom.
You know.
You can get it back with a zoom.
Yeah, nowadays, we used to just think it went...
Hey, what about the stars?
Well, the stars...
They move around us.
The stars move around us. And how do you know this? Is that from the Bible?
Well, if you believe that you're on a flat Earth, then everything moves around you, not the opposite way around. We're not moving around them; they're moving around us.
What about
we'd be so special? I mean, we've got music. We've got
music.
You know, television. Why wouldn't we have nice, perfect Earth set around us? And why would it be some spinning in some galaxy, millions of trillions of, you know?
I don't understand your point, Tom. I'm not sure you do.
No, I don't think it does.
By the way, can I just say to the people listening, hang on.
There's two sides to it.
Sharon?
There's two sides to a moon as well, basically, right? There's
and that's
dark
flat.
side and the side that you see as well.
Yeah.
Do we ever see the dark side of the moon?
Well, no, we can't. It doesn't face us.
Doesn't that suggest that
that's convenient.
the moon might be flat?
It is convenient, isn't it?
There's a lot of convenient. They make a lot of things convenient. It's convenient. Gravity is very convenient now. It's just you can't see it, but it just pulls everything.
But then you can't see Wi-Fi. Are you going to start questioning Wi-Fi?
No, because I see it works.
Right. Well, I see gravity works. I see gravity works.
No, this is not gravity. It's working it. Someone else is working it.
What is working it? Magic.
The magnetic, just basic density and buoyancy.
Density and buoyancy.
On the Earth.
Density and buoyancy and magnetics.
Yeah, I mean,
I just have to say to my listeners, this is I'm speaking to Sharon and Tom. I am not speaking to Jake Yapp or Alex Lowe. These are genuine people who I met I met Sharon on Facebook, and she seems like an absolutely delightful lady.
I seem so. I'm delightful no more then.
Sorry?
I'm not delightful.
Oh no! I'm saying you're a delightful lady, and you know, and I'm now a Facebook friend with you, and that you are absolutely genuine. Because there will be some people that will think you're genuine. Okay, how can you explain that right now it's 10:20 here, but in Los Angeles, California, it'll be 2:20 in the afternoon? How do you explain that?
Well, that's the way it's kind of like the way the sun and the moon are a lot smaller than what they tell you.
Right. How big is the sun?
And they're not trillions of miles away from us. They're just for this planet, and they're kind of going like a maypole, like a yin-yang sign around this disc.
Yeah.
Meaning, when one's on the one side of the world, which is like the UN flag.
Yes.
That's your day and night, and I've done a little bit of research.
That doesn't make sense, though, because if the sun was up in the air, it's daytime. It would be daytime everywhere. If we're a round disc and the sun is up in the air, it's daytime everywhere.
It's not as big as they're telling you.
How big is it?
Not the opposite way around.
Yeah, there is revolving around us. How big is the sun? I mean, is it like football?
You can work it out, really. Cause, when you take a picture and you can see the sunlight coming through the clouds and that. That's not coming from... bazillion, million,
Tom,
trillion miles away.
Tom, is your entire argument based on that 5-minute explanation video as to why the sun, the Earth is flat?
No. Well, in fact, there's a lot of faith involved. There's a lot of.
So how big is the sun? I mean, is it the size of a football?
It's a spin, really. I mean, how are we going to know that unless...
The sun's the same size. The sun is the same size as the moon.
Right, and how big is the moon?
As big as the sun.
as big as they've ever recorded it, as big as they say it is on file or whatever.
The reason...
We'll go with that.
Yeah, the reason, dear listener, I'm not talking about photographs of the Earth from space by NASA is because I'm already assuming that Tom and Sharon, you think that all photographs of this planet from space are fake because it would be, of course.
Yeah, the paintings, they've even got sex on one of the
what?
On one video, it's saying that they've got sex written in the cloud lining.
Sex?
Yes. Yeah, research it and you'll find out that it does actually say sex. And Pluto's another thing. It actually
sex
does
in
look
the
like
clouds?
Yeah, written in the cloud formation.
It says sex.
They've been using the clone tool, but then somewhere they've done their own little sex in it. Probably just got a bit lazy in that one, just for
we'll just try and convince them like a lot more bull crap really going on, and just stick sex in it. Just sex out, isn't it?
Or it could be a coincidence.
Yeah. We've been talking for 25 minutes, and I'm really enjoying talking to you both, and I hope you're enjoying talking to me, because I really am.
Yeah, definitely.
But you've not given me one single fact yet, and that's kind of I've given you facts, and you've disputed the facts, but you've not given me one single fact. You give me a beautiful quote from the Bible, the Old Testament, I think. You've told me, you've given me, you've not given me one fact to prove that the Earth is flat.
Well, they've actually tested. They've been telling us. NASA have been telling us for years that the moonlight is from basically the reflection from the sun.
Right.
But they've actually, due to all this excitement coming up and that, they've tested the shade and the moonlight, and then they've tested the heat and the shade, the air temperature and the shade, and they found out the moonlight is a lot colder. Well, it's colder, and it creates its own light. So. Really, I suppose our proof is just going on all their rubbish they're telling you, just you believe the opposite.
Yeah. Again...
Through the looking glass.
Struggling to give me a fact.
Well, can you give us facts, 100% facts? You're just going by what you've been told and what you've been told.
Well, I've given you a fact that I've seen. I've given you a fact that I've seen with my own eyes, and you don't believe that.
Okay.
We've talked about gravity, and you don't.
Years back, I did a zero-G flight, basically.
Say that again, Sharon.
And you're looking at some years now. But I did go on a zero-G flight, and it looked terribly flat from up there, I'm telling you now. And I've also done a couple of parachute jumps in my time as well. And it's definitely flat.
Definitely flat. Why are NASA lying to us?
Well, because I think a lot of them are Freemasons, and that's a secret society. So they've probably got enough secrets they can keep. That they can hide. So why not? Also, I think it's money, isn't it? We're funding all their space missions and that.
Bit of their everything they do. Basically, people are funding them, and that's what they're after is the money. Yeah. And also, they don't want to try and change things to make it look like they've been telling lies, porcupines, for all these years, saying that people have landed on the moon and gone into space.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say we've got satellites.
Yeah.
I've had a decent telescope. I've took images of the moon and stuff like that, and yes, it's
Can I ask a question that someone's just tweeted me? You talked about sex written in the sky.
Yes.
Are you talking about that bit from The Lion King?
No.
There's a famous, and I've been sent the picture of it. There's a famous
I
still
know the one
from the cartoon The Lion King, where you can see the word sex written in the stars. Are you talking about that?
Could be the same person, because I think Disney and NASA are linked.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
I reckon they fund each other.
Sex maniac on the loose.
Sex maniac with Pluto the dog.
Yeah, wouldn't he?
About that one. There's someone as yeah, I know the one you're
So
on
hang
about,
on a second, Sharon.
Yeah,
You went zero gravity.
Yes.
So what? So what happened? How come there was zero gravity if you don't believe in gravity?
Well, I was just saying that's what the flight was called. Basically, I just think it's the thrust of the plane and going so fast and so high and dropping down. You know, like you get air pockets when you're on a plane.
Yeah.
And basically, I think they take you to a point where
there's no gravity.
Air pockets,
basically. Air pockets. Okie doke. But no facts.
Well, neither
you're not
same as you guys, because
no, I've given you facts.
You think it looks like it comes out of
Donald Trump thinks we live on a flat Earth. Basically,
does Donald Trump think we live on a flat Earth?
Yes.
Well, at least we can say we told everyone so when it comes out, just like the NASA space. What's known.
How about because I've been on the top. Have you been to Telecom Tower, BT Tower? Brilliant.
Yes, you want to know about the one in Birmingham?
No, well, there's one in London. There's one in Birmingham, but there's one in London that's taller, right? And I've stood up there, right?
Does it look flat?
Well, it did look flat. I'll give you that.
Oh, thank you very much.
It looked flat. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I looked through a really powerful telescope up there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
Get one of those sort of ones that are on the beach when you look through.
I couldn't see France or America.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but then
Ooh, Tom's there. Tom's wobbling there. Tom's wobbling. Tom's wobbling.
Anything could have been affecting that, but.
Well, what could have been affecting it? You said anything could be. Why couldn't I see France or America or Japan if the Earth is flat and I had a strong enough telescope? Why couldn't I see that? Hang on, let Tom answer this. Sharon, let Tom answer this.
Let's go, really.
Go on, Tom. Go on, shut up, Sharon. Let Tom answer. Come on, Tom.
Go on, then, Tom.
Go on.
But,
No.
I think probably stormy seas, I don't know.
Stormy seas? Stormy seas. So I was on top, Telecom Tower, with a really powerful telescope, and the reason I couldn't see, not even Japan or America, let's say Paris.
You see a big building waving at you saying, hello, it's on France.
I did not see any people with stripy jerseys and onions around their neck.
It's like...
almost as if the Earth was curved, and you can't see that far.
Perception. The more you think about it, you can't say it.
What about the fisheye lenses that they use, basically, as well? This is what people are, they're convinced that the world's round is because NASA use fisheye lenses, and also in planes, if you notice, it's always fisheye-shaped windows and stuff like that. I mean, if you look at the NASA video that we've got on our YouTube channel...
Yeah. What is your YouTube channel, Sharon, so people can go and have a look?
It's going to sound like we're going to call ourselves Tossers, but no, it's Tozza, Tango, Oscar, Zulu, Alpha, UK.
OK, Tozza, UK.
Yeah.
And it's I know you've got a load of videos on there. If people want to go and have a little wander around.
And I love the one at the moment that I've not long put on about basically NASA's conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I mean, it cracked me up when I watched it. I mean, on the ISS space station, basically, they're, the door, if you watch it, like as if they're going to put that sort of craft basically into space. Any meteorite could, wipe out the most tiniest meteorite. It's like plug and play, basically. They're plug and playing games up there, if they're up there, which they're not up there.
No. Well, Sharon, can I ask, when did the covers fall from your eyes? When did you go from thinking the Earth was round to believing it was flat?
Well, I've always thought, I don't know, little conspiracies and stuff like that as regarding with NASA, and my friends and myself, we had a good little chat about it and research. So we sort of took it from there basically and started researching about it.
And when you say researching,
I have got a faith, and I do believe in God.
When you say researching, do you just mean you mean like watching videos on YouTube?
No, not just that. We've done our own little experiments as well.
Go on, give us an experiment that we can do.
Get yourself a tennis ball.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pass you on to Tommy, he'll tell you.
Oh, go on, Tom, give us an experiment we can do at home, prove the Earth is flat. Go on.
Do you know what? I know it sounds crazy, but the reason I went with it was you was because it was. I was just arguing. We was having a debate, and we weren't watching anything. It was just I was saying I don't think they can get past the Van Allen belts because the radiation can do, you know. So, but anyway.
So give us an experiment we can do. I can do with my boys tomorrow to prove to show them the Earth is flat.
To show that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, well, we did it with a tennis ball. Yeah, you did. Well, not flat, but just don't.
Just one experiment I can do with my 2 children tomorrow to show them that the Earth is flat.
Okay. Well, you can do what you can do like a little mini over the horizon thing with by yourself if you like.
Yeah.
By getting some cardboard.
Yep.
Put in an object on a table, which I don't know, a cereal box.
Yeah.
A long table though.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
Yeah.
And then film it and watch it. Watch how it goes down. It will almost look like it's going down on a curve.
Use the lamp as the light.
And that one might start you off. That might.
Well, hang on. So I put a box of cornflakes on the table and film it, and that will show my boys the Earth is flat.
No.
I think you missed a bit out there, Tom.
Film it, yeah. Well, okay. And look at it straight onwards, yeah.
And use the lamp.
I was doing it with the lamp. We did it with the lamp.
Do it with the lamp, yeah.
You're moving a lamp along really along the surface, like, and kind of.
Using the light from the the lamp as the sun, basically to symbolise the sun.
Yes.
And use that to basically obscure your vision, to make
And when the light bulb went out of view, it looked like it just exactly as the sun does, and it goes off in the distance. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I can do that. I'll do that with the boys tomorrow when I pick them up.
And also tennis ball as well. You can use a tennis ball.
Well, but that's the gravity. Because I think the whole thing is basically we have to believe in gravity.
Circle. If you're going to be, obviously you can use a tennis ball, dip it in water.
Yes.
It's all going to drip off, isn't it?
But
that's about the gravity, isn't it?
But that doesn't.
No, because it's like about the circumference.
But that doesn't prove. What does water dripping off a tennis ball prove?
Well, if the Earth was round, then all our water will just fall off and go into whatever, space, NASA's space.
But the water doesn't fall off the flat Earth because there are ice walls at the edge all around the world.
Ice walls at the edges of each side.
Wow. Okay.
All the way round.
Right. We're spinning round. Yeah, that works on a flat Earth, but it doesn't work on a globe, does it? So basically,
the ice walls wouldn't work on a globe. No, so that would prove the Earth is flat.
No.
But how can water stay on a sphere? And when you go basically on a plane or a ship, are you going round in corners? You know what I mean? Oh, hey, we found the edge. We found that round bit. And we're just going to go upside down to go to Australia.
Well, no, because it's gravity.
But you say gravity, but...
Yeah, it's gravity.
Yeah, that was just meant... They're saying that was just... that just fit everything. It's basically... I believe it in the supernatural. It's saying... Oh, no, it doesn't do that because of gravity.
Well, yeah, because the law, the basic scientific principle of gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen...
Well, what about a balloon? Yeah. A balloon doesn't pull gravitation. It just goes off, doesn't it?
What, with helium in? Because helium is lighter than air.
I mean, we're full of hot air, and we've not...
Helium is lighter than air.
A beach ball...
Beach balls are affected by gravity, yes. You throw them up in the air, it comes back down.
Well, what goes up must
But that's just buoyancy and density.
Yeah. Listen, give us your YouTube channel again, Sharon, so people can have a look.
Yeah, it's Tozza. I know it sounds like Tosser. I do apologise.
Why did you pick that?
It's a mix between Tom and Shaz.
Okay.
And Tozza UK.
Tozzza UK, and it's on YouTube. And you got a load of videos on there, and I really...
Yeah, loads of videos, a load of crap, to people.
Yeah.
Or some facts, really, or some real true facts.
Listen, I really appreciate you both coming on this evening. Really nice to talk to you, and I appreciate your time.
Nice to talk to you too.
And you too.
Thank you,
I hope
Sharon.
you're getting lightened soon.
Nice one.
How's your thing going with your Through the Rabbit Hole?
Oh yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. We're doing another one soon. So it seems people seem to be enjoying it, and
yeah, it's quite good. We've been listening.
Oh, bless you.
I'm a total sceptic on things.
Sorry.
So you're not a total sceptic if you're looking
Oh,
at...
I question everything, Tom. I question everything. Listen, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to crack on with the show. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, both of you.
Thank you.
Cheers, Sharon. Cheers, Tom. Thank you very much indeed. They were delightful, weren't they? I enjoyed them. Absolutely lovely. I've missed 2 breaks. I'm so sorry. I lost track of the time there and got totally caught up in all of that. You're more than welcome to call in about that, or anything else you want to call in. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Talk and entertainment across the nation.
Talk Radio.
Give it some lip. The wild man of late night radio is back.
Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Stuart says that flat earth garbage was the most boring 35 minutes of radio I have ever heard. You can do better, Iain Lee. Thanks, Stuart. It was 40 minutes. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Angela.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Angela. How are you?
You sound well.
Yes.
You sound better.
Yes. Got a week off next week, so I'm feeling fine.
Good. You deserve
I deserve a week off.
Yeah. I just got a few points about what they're trying to say.
Yes.
They didn't mention earthquakes. So for one, when the earthquakes change, they go slide, don't they? They slide under the earth. So if the earth is flat, they go the other way, flat ways, on top.
If the earth was flat, they'd go the other way, flat ways on top. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I should have mentioned the earthquakes. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, a lot of earthquakes, and if it was flat, they would go the other way.
Yeah.
And some of us get vertigo. How did they explain that when...
You've been indoctrinated, Angela. It's a myth. It's a myth. NASA has made you think you get vertigo.
I'll get it back.
Yeah.
And I get a few dizzy spells in the heat.
Yeah.
What was the one I was going to say? I can't think of the other one now, but there was another one I was interested in, but I forgot what it was now. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Do you want me to give you 30 seconds thinking time? Would that help you if I gave you 30 seconds?
No, I'm all right.
Let me give you 30 seconds, and let's just see. Hang on, here we go. It's 30 seconds. The crackling you can hear there is because the technical department don't think there's any crackling. They don't think that there is anything wrong with the lead that plugs into my computer, and that crackling doesn't exist.
No.
Did you think of it, Angela?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, one of them was. You know the moon business?
Yes.
We didn't go to the moon because Richard Nixon was in trouble with his political career, so he had to make them it all.
Oh, yeah, to divert...
Yeah,
Tricky Dicky, to divert from his shenanigans, he faked the moon landings.
Yeah. Because I was into him.
What?
We lived over there, and the president...
You were into him?
No, we lived over there.
Oh, right.
And we thought that at the time when we...
There is a theory, Angela, and I need to look into this a bit more. As well as flat earthers, and I'll investigate getting these on the show when I get back, there are people that think the earth is round, but that it's hollow. And that in the hollow earth, Nazis live. And when I say Nazis, I don't mean the kind you get on Twitter. I mean proper swastika, Handy Hock, proper German Nazis from World War II living inside the hollow earth.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that program on Sky about Hitler being alive after the war?
Oh, no, I haven't.
That was good.
We'll try. We'll see if we can get Hitler on for an interview one night. Thank you, Angela. Evening, Malcolm.
Oh, hello, Ian. I enjoyed that conversation. I thought it was a bit enlightening, but I would just like to say to them, I didn't get a chance to ask them. I was going to say, if you go outside in your back garden and look up at the night sky, would you say that the moon was flat, or would you say that?
Yeah. Isn't, as they said, isn't it convenient? We've never seen the dark side of the moon. So yeah, the moon looks flat.
The moon looks flat. It doesn't look flat to me. It looks round.
Yeah, it looks like a record. It looks like a 7-inch single.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
So it's round, but it's flat. Yeah, CD if you want.
Yeah.
No, I don't like to say CD.
I think there must. I don't know.
Prove to me the moon is spherical. Prove it.
Well, I can't. I haven't been there.
No, exactly. So maybe what they were saying wasn't as nonsensical as we first thought.
Maybe. They sound a bit like the Mennonites. The Mennonite people from America and the Amish community. They don't believe in all that kind of thing. They don't believe we can fly in planes and stuff. They refuse to do that.
Well,
a bit odd.
We have no proof that the moon. We have no proof that the moon is spherical and that it is as far away and as big as NASA tell us. We don't have that. We don't have that proof.
Oh, absolutely not.
So maybe let's just peel away a bit of it. Maybe NASA has been lying about the moon being spherical.
Mm-hmm.
I can't prove now that the moon is a sphere. I can prove it's round and it looks flat. That's all I've got. How many men have been on the moon? 7, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's about 7.
Not many.
7, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're just taking the word of 7 men against 7 billion people? Of course not. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Again,
you can't argue it, can you, Malcolm? You cannot argue it.
Obviously, you see photographs. You look at the night sky. You see stars.
The stars are moving around us.
The stars are moving around us.
Yeah. The stars are moving around us, and the moon is circular but flat, like a record or a CD.
Right, I'll have to go with that then, I suppose. But
you haven't got an argument against it, have you?
Oh, well, I can't. I've never been there, so I can't prove it.
Malcolm, thank you very much indeed. Only 7 men have been on the moon, and they're people who were getting dollar from the organisation that is apparently lying to us. Suddenly, it sort of starts to make a little bit more sense, doesn't it? Let's go to Marty in Canada. Evening, Marty.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. What you got for us, boss?
I just wanted to let you know there's been 12 people who have landed on the moon.
Oh, 7 wasn't that? Okay, can you name them all?
I can't, but I can give you some evidence as to why the moon is spherical.
Go.
So, one, during solar eclipses, the sun's shadow is always nearly circular. The only geometric object that can yield a near-circular eclipse in any orientation is a spheroid.
Right, what's that in English? I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, basically, if you just look at the eclipse, any eclipse that will show you that the moon is spherical.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just shows you. Well, no, it doesn't show you. How does it show you it's spherical? It shows you it's round.
Well, I guess. Well, how about this?
Right. First one down. Strike one. Let's go on to strike two.
Right.
Go on.
Strike 2, the terminator of the moon, which is the boundary between the day side and the night side, if it's viewed from Earth, is always arc-shaped. So only spheroids can show such an edge in any orientation. That's a scientific fact.
Hang on, say that again.
So from the boundary of the day side and the night side...
Of what? The moon?
The moon, yeah. Viewed from Earth is always arc-shaped, and only a spheroid...
When I look at the moon... I see a round circle like a 10-penny piece in the sky. That's it. I don't have any sense of perspective of how big it is or whether it's spherical at all. All I see is a circle. You are not proving to me that the moon God, we've set ourselves a challenge, haven't we? You are not proving to me, Martin, and I appreciate you calling from Canada, and so I'm going to be polite. But
okay, thank you very much.
No, Canada's the good America.
I can't see you, by the way. You know how they were saying before that you could see Toronto. You could see Chicago from Toronto.
Apparently
I can tell you that's not true.
Apparently so.
It's not
but
true.
you have yet to prove to me that the moon is spherical. Strike two. Let's go on to the third point.
Okay, so the third one, this is the last one. It's more theoretical. So basically, the lowest gravitational potential energy of particles, they're only achieved when they form a sphere as opposed to a disk.
Yes.
So it's possible for smaller collections of particles to withstand that force of gravity. But the counteraction
gravity doesn't exist.
Aggregate into non-spherical shapes.
Well, gravity doesn't exist, and you're talking about particles. Well, how is some particles going to prove the moon is spherical? I'm sorry, Marty.
Wow.
It's strike three, and he's out.
Strike three, I'm out.
He's out, Marty. Thank you very much indeed. People listening in Canada, how wonderful is that? Evening, Robert.
Evening, Ian. How are you, pal?
I'm good, thank you very much indeed.
Listening to those poor people, Tom and Sharon, saying about the Earth not being round.
Yep.
If you look at the space station, the photographs, when you see the live video feed of the space station, why...
Hang on a minute, Robert.
Go on.
You believe in the space station?
Yeah, of course I do. What's wrong with that? I've seen it through a telescope.
Yeah, mate. OK, of course you have. And you could see the bloke waving through the window, could you?
I'm not that clever.
No, you looked through a telescope, you saw a bright star. Well done. We have no evidence that that space station actually exists.
Fair enough, but I believe what I believe, and I don't believe those two people for starters. But secondly,
facts. Give me facts, Robert. Prove to me the moon is not a flat circle like a 10p
If you look at the moon in the daytime in the blue sky, you can see the whole of the. You can see the moon.
You can't see the whole of the moon, mate. That's impossible.
If you have a clear night,
it's
on the
night time
nighttime,
now. It was daytime a minute ago, and now it's night time.
No, if you look in the moon in the daytime, you can see the moon sometimes in a clear blue sky.
Yeah, daytime moon, as I call it. We like a daytime moon.
If you look at it, you can see that it's
daytime moon gonna shine like a spoon. What was that? What song's that? Daytime moon gonna shine like a spoon. You won't regret it. You better get it. Put your hat on. That's it on my face.
There is photographs on the net as well. If you put blue daytime moon, you can see it as a
I've seen the daytime moon in real life. Not tonight, Catherine. Oh, she's typing the answer on my screen. I'll be your baby tonight. I've seen the daytime moon, but it's flat.
I have seen it flat, but I've also seen it as a globe as well. I've seen it when I was
How can you see? You can't see it as a globe.
You can. I've seen it on Blackpool Tower.
You've seen the moon. Well, how can you see? How can you see it's a globe? That's impossible.
It's not impossible.
Unless you go and... Well, OK, you can't even see that the Earth is a globe and we're stood on it. I'm starting to agree with Tom and Sharon. This is incredible.
But I have seen the moon as shaped like a football, seriously.
But you can't see that. Look, the Blackpool Tower isn't that tall that you're not that much closer to the moon.
You've had a clear night, and it's been a clear night.
Yes.
The stars and the moon.
Yes.
Before the moon disappears to the other side of the world and does its nighttime job on the other side. In the daytime, I have seen the moon looking like a football. You can see all the craters and everything in the daytime.
You can feel the craters?
Yes, you can, trust me.
Mate, of course you can see the craters, but then there are craters on Earth, and the Earth is flat. What?
The Earth is... Oh, my God. What? You've sounded as bad as them too now.
Wait a minute. But no one... Right, Robert, thank you for that, mate. I appreciate it. Cool. Can anybody... I'm going nuts here. Can anybody prove to me that the moon is spherical? We can't, can we?